Hi, in this video we're going to take a look at some of the extra keyboards that are available from entertainmentbox.com. These will help you navigate your device a lot easier. We do recommend getting one. They're all different, so let's try and see if we can work out which one's right for you. This is the i12. This one has a built-in battery and is rechargeable. So this is what you get inside the box. You've got a charger cable that connects to your PC and also connects to this keyboard, and this little extra bit will allow you to still have a USB if you've got this plugged in. So it's a cool feature, so you're not actually using up a USB port, you'll still have one left over when using this. You also get some instruction manuals. So if we take a look at the i12, you can see the keys are quite spaced out, they're quite big. So these are for people with big fat fingers that might have a bit of trouble seeing what they're pressing. And you've also got a trackpad on here, so this allows you to do gestures and also allow you to navigate the cursor on your screen using swipe motions. So this is the keyboard. You can see it's got up, down, left and right. You've got an enter button. You've got on the back, you can see it's silver, and you've got a little hole here. This is a USB. You need to connect this to your device. It plugs into the USB port of your device. All of the keyboards do come with their own USB, and that's how they connect to your Android device. Without it plugged in, your device will not know you've got a keyboard connected. So you just plug your USB into your device. This is where this one's hidden. So that's the The next one we'll look at the i8 keyboard. This is a nice little compact keyboard, and it's based on the old BlackBerry keypad. So if you're familiar with a keyboard that's like a BlackBerry, these remotes are popular for that reason. So if we take this out, this is the USB charger like the other one. You just plug this into your device and it will charge it. It's got an internal battery inside, so we'll just take out the instructions. So you've got a little set of instructions in there to help you. And if we open up the keyboard, you can see it's quite small, but you've got everything you need on here. It's got a built-in trackpad. If you open up the back, you can see you've got your USB dongle inside. So this needs to come out, and you need to plug this into your device. This will tell your device that you've now got your keyboard connected. So once you've plugged it in, you'll start getting functions, and you can see it's a nice keyboard. It's got a trackpad on here, so you can do gestures as well. And you've got up, down, left and right here. You've got a left click, right click. You've got everything you need, and it's all quite compact and in your hand. So this is the i8 keyboard. The next one up is my personal favorite. This is the S77 Pro. It's a remote, it's an infrared remote. It's not just a Wi-Fi dongle remote. I'll go into that a little bit in a second. So you've got a instruction manual here, and if you have a look at this remote, it's got its USB dongle just like all the rest. So you just connect that to your device, and you can see you've got a remote function on the front. This is quite easily used. You've got an up, down, left and right. You've got a menu, you've got a back, and you've got a home button. You've also got a power button, and you've got some shortcut buttons down here. If you turn it over, you can see you've got a full QWERTY keyboard. So this allows you to type a lot faster. I'll show you exactly how this works. This S77 Pro remote hasn't got a built-in battery, but I do prefer a remote without a built-in battery. So when the batteries do get low, you can just change them. If you see here, the back just slides off. That's the bottom end. So just have a look where the enter button is and slide it down. You insert your two AAA batteries. These are not supplied with the remote. And you just clip it back together again. Once it's clipped back together, you insert your USB dongle into your Android device, and you'll get full control over your Android box or whatever device you're using this Pro remote on. So that's the S77 Pro. Now let's have a quick look at the ipega Entertainment Box controller. This is the controller we recommend to use for your Android TV box. It will work extremely well There are a lot of games that will work with this straight out of the box. It's compatible with most Android emulators and will play games without any further configuration needed. So this is the charger you get with it. It's a Bluetooth gaming pad, so this doesn't have a USB dongle. It just connects wirelessly using Bluetooth. That charger will just plug straight into your controller and give it a little boost. It's got a built-in battery, but it's still lightweight. And it's got a trackpad here for easy navigation of your device. You can use this on a mobile phone, or you can use this on your Android TV box. And if you can see, you've got some buttons down the bottom. It's got 2 buttons on the back and 2 buttons on the top. So this is ideal for gaming, as it's got many buttons which are required when using Android games and all other sort of games. So this is the Bluetooth controller. Okay, now let's have a look how easy these controllers navigate your device. So this is the Re i12 we're using, the one with the bigger keys. So you can see you've got a trackpad and it moves the cursor around the screen, and you can double tap it to go backwards or single tap it to go forwards. So if I use 2 fingers at the same time, it goes back, and if I use 1 finger, it goes forward. So this is quite useful for moving in and out of applications and going back and forward. This keyboard is perfect for people that like to be able to see the keys clearly, that might have big fingers or poor sight, or just like a bigger remote to hold in their hands. You can see you're able to type and navigate this Android box without any issues whatsoever. You can then slide down using 2 fingers to slide up and down. So you've got easy access and easy navigation using this i12. I can't really say anything bad about it. It is what it is. It's a nice slim keyboard with big keys. It allows you to control your box. Next up is the i8 keyboard. This is the compact keyboard. This also has a trackpad that allows you to use your thumb to move your cursor around the screen. So it's quite simple to use. You can just click on apps, go back and forward, and it's quite simple. I find it a little bit slower than the Re, but this works just as good. You can move it around and type clearly and freely. So I'll just try typing entertainment box again. So entertainment box, go, and you can see that it works just like the other remote. So you can't actually scroll up and down using the cursor. What you need to do is press the OK button and then scroll down. I find this keyboard really well built and it's well designed, but it's just not my sort of keyboard. I don't really like the way the buttons are laid out. I do prefer the S77, and I'll get to that in a minute. So this is the i8 keyboard, and we'll move over to the S77. This is my favourite keyboard out of the lot of them. This one uses an air mass technology, so it works like a Wii remote. So if you can see now, I can move the cursor around the screen just by pointing it in the direction I want, and you can scroll up and down just by flicking your wrist. It's so much simpler to use. You can go up and down pages. We'll just type in entertainment box again, just to show you how easy it is to type. You can just turn it over and you can see the cursor stops moving around the screen. It locks. It knows that the keyboard's been turned over, so it will actually just stop the air mass for you and allow you to type. I find this S77 Pro remote sits nicely in your hands, allowing you to type freely. As you can see, you can type, and when you turn it over, you can start using the air mass function to scroll up and down the pages. It allows you to move quite freely, and it's really snappy, so you can take full control of the page. And when you need to type, you can just turn the remote over and start typing immediately. Another good feature with this air mass is it's a learning remote. So you can program this remote to do anything your normal remotes can do. So this remote is unlike the other remotes. It's got an infrared. So not only has it got the USB dongle, it's got an infrared that allows you to learn controls for other remotes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach this remote how to turn the T8 box off. In order to do that, I'll just keep my finger on the TV button and then you can see the lights flashing, and then I press the power button on this remote and the light stays on, and then I can just select any one of these 4 buttons for that button to work. So you can see the lights flashing. If I press it again, now this button is set to turn my T8 TV box on and off. You see, I've just turned the T8 box off using this remote. That's how easy it is. You can program this remote to actually store 4 different signals. So one could be a power button for this T8, one could be your TV power button, one could be your volume up on your TV, one could be your surround sound volume or turn your surround sound up. All you need to do is point your remote you want to learn in front of it, press the button, hold it. We've got guides showing you how to do it, and that's how simple it is. It will turn your box on and off, and it will learn all the functions that you need it to. You could, like I said, you can store 4 different functions on there. So that's just another excellent feature worth having. This is a standard remote, what you get with a normal Android TV box. And as you can see, it works really well. You can do absolutely anything you want using this remote. There's nothing you're not going to be able to do with regards to navigation. It will take a little bit longer, and typing long words can become tedious as you have to select each key one at a time. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, and it can just take so long to actually get around the keyboard and select all the keys one at a time. So this is why we do recommend buying an extra keyboard, because these boxes do so much, and it just helps you be able to navigate your device a little bit quicker. They're not essential, but they are definitely a must-have if you've got that extra little bit of cash and you want something to help you navigate your box a little bit quicker. Lastly, I'll just put on the emulators. So these are games you can download using your device, using the Entertainment Box app. You can go and download gaming ROMs and stuff for your device. So this allows you to play games, and you can see that this control pad works flawlessly. This is straight out of the box without any configuration. All I've done was connected to Bluetooth, and away you go. You can then sit there and start gaming. And I tried many different games and I didn't have an issue playing any of them. They all handled this joypad quite well. I was able to navigate and play the game and pass levels and complete bosses. I didn't have any issues. So if you're looking for a gaming remote and you're looking to do some gaming on your Android box, I would definitely recommend you pick yourself up one of these ipegas from Entertainment Box. They are only, I think they're about $29.99, but for the money, definitely worth having if you are going to be using your box for gaming. So that about wraps it up. I would just like to say thank you for staying and watching this video. I hope this has helped you decide which remote is best for you and which one you might go for if you're going to go for any. So once again, thank you for watching. This is brought to you by entertainmentbox.com.